Our First Nations peoples have carried the consequences of murderous prejudice throughout our entwined history. First Nations peoples in Australia know what it's like to be powerless in the face of hateful prejudice, fanned by the illusion of superiority and the false courage created by a weapon in the hand of an oppressor. In the Gurindji country, in the Northern Territory, people still talk of the killing times. Mounted Constable Wilshire was stationed at Victoria River Downs in the 1890s. He was a mass murderer in uniform who took it upon himself to protect the interests of the cattlemen to disperse the traditional owners of the land at gunpoint. I've walked through some of these sites of massacre, mass murder in Australia with the descendants of the victims, and sometimes too with the descendants of the murderers. In South Australia, Senator Gallagher and I visited a monument erected by both sides of the small community of Elliston to commemorate the mass murder of men, women and children pushed over the steep seawall by charging horsemen on barking dogs. I've visited sites of massacre, of mass murder in Bulgo, in the Forest River and at Constance near Alice Springs. Those mass murders took place in living memory. I sat down with old Warlpiri men and women who luckily survived those murderous attacks as young babies. Hidden from the attacks, 1928 is not so long ago. My mother was just 7 years old. The Senator said in his tweet, "The real cause of bloodshed on New Zealand streets today is the immigration program which allowed Muslim fanatics to migrate to New Zealand in the first place. We know the victims were not Muslim fanatics. They are innocent men, women and children at Friday prayers, finding peace and communion with God and their fellow believers. I say to those faithful mourning for their families in Christchurch, Allah yarhamhum, rest in peace. And I say to the people of New Zealand, po moto mate ka kaha. We are sorry for your loss. Stay strong. I support the motion.